What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're talking Lunatics token and Luna Classic in this video. Some pretty big news and more partnerships coming. Why is this important? Well, we're going to find out in this video. So if that's something you like the sound of, be sure to smash that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you are a holder of Luna Classic, and let's get into it. So I did a video yesterday talking about Lunatics token. Again, this isn't a paid promotional video, but anything that is burning Luna Classic, I am a fan on. Now, we also have Duncan Gray joining the team along with the Crypto King and Matthew Perry. These are ambassadors for this project. Pretty big people in the space and equally big supporters of Luna Classic, and more importantly, the burn of it. Now you can see here Lunatics to burn 150 million Luna Classic when these three on the channel. So pretty big news. We can see that token is performing really well. We've got a 24-hour volume at 1.06 million and just over a $9 million market cap. Some pretty insane gains that can be made. Did break a zero earlier on today, but ultimately, as long as it's burning Luna Classic, then we've got to be a fan of this token. Remember, only invest if you think it's right for your portfolio, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We also got some pretty exciting news. Now, EK2826, if you know, is one of the developers of Luna Classic. Now, he talks about staking does not mint Luna Classic. Staking rewards come from the transaction fees and Oracle rewards. So loads of people have been still to this day questioning the supply of Luna Classic. Even though we can see it's deflating, even though we can see it's going down, people are still debating what's happening with it. And it's been confirmed that the Oracle pool bonded coins, I know some of it, not all of it, is from the transaction fees. Do you know the actual breakdown? So he talks about is that he would have to check whether it's technically bonded, but it's not coming from the circulating supply. They are not minting tokens. They come from the transaction fees and the transactions that go through it. So he says, is it still partly funded through the transaction fees, or is it completely disabled? Staking is yes, i.e. it's still coming from the transaction fees. So we can confirm that, and remember, they've increased in the staking rewards for validators. Now, ultimately, what we want to get to is full on-chain staking capability, like was there before, for every holder to stake their Luna Classic. I don't think it's as far away as people think. What will it do? Again, supports the price floor, makes the blockchain and the ecosystem more stable, and equally brings people onto the project and rewards those people for holding their tokens on the Luna Classic blockchain. Now, it doesn't stop there. There is more to come as well. We got this from, again, EK826. So it says this would still require the TFL to add the file to the server, as I presume TR does not have access to this. Is there any communication between TFL and TR where we could raise such a request? And it says, yes, this would require the Terraform Labs to do it. We are actually in talks with multiple members of TFL right now about the version 2.1. I imagine the JSON would file wouldn't be a big deal, but we'll see. So again, this link and communication between TFL, we are so close to this becoming just a community operated blockchain. I'm super excited. And again, the fact that they're just on it, the fact that they're prepared to have these conversations, we know that Duquan and those crew walked away from this. Now, the big question is, can they walk back into it? They still obviously have keys to some of this, but hopefully as we start to go down this route and it becomes something completely different based upon what we're doing, you know, it's going to have a burn tax implemented on the code. We've got higher staking rewards. We've got high validator rewards. We've got community members running nodes. It's going to be completely different, I think, to what TFL started out. Now, let's get into the facts of the day. Everybody wants to know what's going on. We can see the burns. We've seen some pretty heavy burns through the course of the day. You can see here there's 50 million from the Lunatics token, and we know there's 3 more of those to come as well. We've got 10 million from the Luna C DAO. So we are definitely starting to see this increase. 152,000 from CoinIn, 15,000 there from an unknown source as well. So there's definitely more coming, but the big one, we can see at the top, over 600 million tokens burnt on Lunatics token, Mexi, Lunc DAO. Again, this is all about when we see full on-chain, big exchanges doing it as well, then we're going to really start to see it. So we did see this plateau off. I did talk about this last couple of days. We can see this now, a nice aggressive sharp movement downwards. We see more and more tokens being burnt. So definitely going in the right direction. Again, the more people talk about it, the more people are aware of it. Equally, the Lunatics token, you know, again, it's not affiliated with the Luna Classic blockchain, but it is supporting the overall deflationary nature of it. And again, all of these projects that are doing what we want them to do, which is burn Luna Classic, that has to be the ambition. It is a long way to go, but we are certainly making headway and going in the right direction. And who would have thought a while back we would be in this place where we are definitely starting to see it. Even the Binance hot wallet, we can see is accumulating, still accumulating lunacy. So again, this is or we believe it's the holders over on Binance, as well as a few other bits and pieces. So it's still on there. It's still doing something. They are accumulating, I think, ready for a pretty big run. You don't make business, you don't make money. We're scared money. So I think it's pretty exciting to see what happens. Again, remember, none of this is financial advice, but if you are a Luna Classic holder, then click that subscribe button. We're just about to break 7,000, so I genuinely appreciate all the support. Give me a thumbs up as you leave. I'll catch you guys in the next video.